Hello everyone, welcome to Toyitos. Welcome back to Toyitos. To all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. If you're new here, we are so happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit on the notification bell so you'll be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please note the regretful comments. Thanks for watching. Till I will see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
It's all about old age. So let's talk on Akala. Sorry for the mix-up. I was very tired. I mixed up the name. I shall know say now one of the Oyo State governor. Am I going to Reagan or Dulles? Tell me talk with my best or later. My best or later. So Akala is a former governor of Oyo State, and he passed a few years ago. Precisely, I think he passed in 2022. Please, if I'm wrong, anywhere I'm wrong, Ejo correcting me. Shetigbo, Ejo bitimati wrong, correcting me. He passed a few years ago. I think precisely 3 years ago. So, as a governor of Oyo State, and we know say politicians they rich. You know, we know say then they rich. So there is a controversy going on. He was buried in one of his houses, very expensive. I mean, one of his mansion was where he was buried. So the story going around is that the daughter wants to exhume his body. The caption is still bearing Ajimobi. Okay, let me check. Let me check, please. Hold on. Just let me know if I've not done anything. I have Akala here. Oh, my change. Teba refresh. Talon sorry, IG refresh by exiting and coming back. I have Akala here. Late Governor Akala is what I have here. Exit and come back in. So it was Oriyomi that brought the story out, and I'm going to let us listen to the story. Akala, I think, has some other children, definitely. Sorry, I couldn't put myself together before coming on board. So they said some Edrono Kilori Fakini. Is it that some people are coming that they are part of his family? Because according to record, they said he has 3 children. And the first daughter is saying all the other children will go and do DNA. And apart from that, she wants to exhume the man's body where they bury it. Probably because they want to sell the property. Most likely. Probably they want to sell the property. Because in any house that you bury people, nobody can buy. Akala. Any house that you bury people, nobody will buy that house. It's a wrong something that we have adopted as a people. Because ordinarily, people should not be buried where people are living, you know, but it has become a norm. But of course, you cannot tell people how to do their property. But let us listen to Oriyomi. This video is very short, so don't worry. It's in Yoruba, but I will translate, okay? I will interpret. Táwọn onímọ́tò àwọn ọlọ́kọ̀ èrò àtọlọ́kọ̀ àdáni tí wọ́n fi lẹ́bùn tí ó sì di ẹ̀bùn ọ̀hún ó dilé. Mo rántí ọjọ́ tó tẹ̀lé àwọn èèyàn ńlá láàrin ìlú tí ó gbébọn tẹ̀lé wọn. Mo rántí ọjọ́ tí wọ́n sùn tí Adébáyọ̀ Àlàó Akálà ò ní sùn.
ọjọ́ tọ́mọ olówó ń jarunpá tádébáyọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ fojú kun nítorí àti tọ́jú ọmọ tiẹ̀ náà. ọjọ́ tí sáré jìnnìjìnnì tí bẹ́rí bíi kétí ẹ̀ ó jábọ́ tí jansẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ bíi kẹsẹ̀ ó fòyọ. ó ṣiṣẹ́ ajé títí adébáyọ̀ padà wá dolóṣèlú nígbẹ̀yìngbẹ̀yìn. ẹ̀yìn tákàlà dolóṣèlú tó ń kọ́ o. ó tiẹ̀ sàwọn kan kó tó dalága ìjọba
no ẹni ẹ sí báwo.
ọmọ ìjọba àbílẹ̀ l'Ógbómọ̀ṣọ́ kó tó padà di gbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀
malt ni mo mu. is malt. is malt. ẹ̀yẹ sí lọ́sàn gangan.
tí bàbá Rashidi Ládọjà wọlé tán tó ń ṣèjọba tákàlà náà sì ń tẹ̀lé gẹ́gẹ́ bí igbákejì rẹ̀. ọ̀rọ̀ yìí bìrì ìjà Adédìbú àràràn bọ́ǹbù lọ́wọ́. wọ́n rí ìrànlọ́wọ́ ìjọba òkè látọ̀dọ̀ Ọbásanjọ́ wọ́n gbọ́n Rashidi yọ. kí ni wọ́n gbọ́n bàbá Ládọjà kúrò nípò sí? ní Akala dọ̀bálẹ̀ wọ̀ nígbà ó dé Mọ̀lété bí wọ́n ṣe ń búra kún tán nílé ìjọba ó ní Mọ̀lété yá. ẹ wá rántí adúrú ẹni ó soríire. ṣé ẹ lè gbàgbé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀
ẹ jẹ́ ń fọwọ́ délé ẹ jẹ́ ń fọwọ́ dé díẹ̀.
ẹni tí ń wáṣẹ́ tá a fún níṣẹ́. táwọn onímọ́tò àwọn ọlọ́kọ̀ èrò àtọlọ́kọ̀ àdáni tí wọ́n fi lẹ́bùn.
Let me try and forward this, please. Ẹni sùúrù, mo fẹ́ forward ẹ̀. Let me forward this. Gbogbo yẹn àwa kò necessary. I have to log into Facebook to make it easy. So just hold on for me, please. All right, here it is.
táwọn onímọ́tò bá fẹ́fẹ́ Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ tó bá ní Takala báwo afẹ́fẹ́ ọ̀hún ò ṣe é rí.
Ẹ bá wa like o, kindly help us to click the like button.
kò yẹ kó dálé Àlàó Akala sí torí pé Akala sọ Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ ló ń kọ rẹ̀. lẹ́yìn Akíntọ́lá bàbá Lámilámi Adégòkè Ọládòkè Akíntọ́lá tó ṣe bẹbẹ l'Ógbómọ̀ṣọ́ Àlàó Akala ló tún kàn ẹni ẹ bá rí ẹbí. ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀rù ń bà mí àníṣe ti rà bán ṣé ẹ ti kó àwọn tí wọ́n mọ̀ bá yín náà yàn jọ àwọn tí wọ́n mọ̀ dà lóru ṣé ẹ ti kó wọn jọ àwọn tí wọ́n frustrate aráàlú débi wípé ẹ̀rí jẹ́ kíbò wọn ó jẹ́ kíkà ṣé ẹ ti rí wọn kó jọ ṣé ẹ ti parí gbogbo ètò.
Oriyomi bá wa sọ nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ sọ gangan.
ẹ ṣe tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ ṣe ẹ ṣe kódà bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ lé gbogbo èèyàn kúrò díẹ̀ kó kẹ̀yìn nìkan wọ́n lè jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ ṣe ṣùgbọ́n ẹni ó gbégi léjìká.
Ṣé ká forward ẹ̀? Ṣé ká má gbọ́ mọ́?
kékeré ní tiwájú.
Kí n sọ nǹkan tá a fẹ́ sọ. At least we know what was going on.
kódà bó gbégi lérí.
Most of you saw the video. Kí lẹ feel? What do you think?
Ọmọlolú olú lọ́yọ̀ọ́ ń kọ́.
Ilé ayé ilé asán.
Ọmọlolú olú lọ́yọ̀ọ́ ń kọ́.
He is gone.
ọmọ wa ni ẹjẹ́ ó ṣe pàṣán tẹ́rẹ́ tí wọ́n fi lé Bọ́lá Ìgè kúrò nípò.
Politics ni Oriyomi ń sọ ń bì.
wọ́n ní nítorí kíni wọ́n ní nítorí ogún ẹ̀ tó fi ilẹ̀ náà ni.
Ok, bí ta fẹ́ gbọ́ rè.
ilé tó fàágùn kọ́ lórí bọ́mọ ẹni ṣe rógún ẹni jẹ lórí bọ́mọ ẹni ṣe rí ṣòkòtò ẹni wọ̀ bá pẹ̀yìn dà ṣọ́gun ọ̀hún ọ̀wá ní padà làwọn lóògùn ṣé ṣòkòtò ọ̀hún ò ní padà sò wọ́n nídìí kí lè tá a kọ́ dọmọ kó má dègún ọkọ̀ tá a rà dọ́mọ́ ọmọ padà dé kàyàkàyà.
All right, let me just it's a very straightforward issue. Of course, the man we know was a rich man. He was a former governor, two-term governor, before he passed on. And he left a lot of properties. And I think he was buried in one of those properties. Now, I think he died intestate. That means he died without a will, like many people do in our part of the world especially. It happens here too. It's not about Nigeria alone. It can happen because probably the person was not expecting he was going to die that early. Sometimes people just take it for granted and they don't bother themselves to do will. But the way things are going, even if you have children from one woman, it is very necessary. Talk less of probably somebody like these people that will have children from other women. Look at Abiola's case. Abiola's case is one of the cases I want us to treat, and maybe it's very similar to this case. So, as it is, the first daughter of the governor, the former governor, the late former governor Ajumobi, she said that she wants to exhume the man's body. And not only that, they have to do DNA to ascertain who and who are his children among all his children. And I want to believe that includes her too. Akala. Kí ló tí mò ń pa Àjùmọ̀bí o kó ẹni ẹlẹ́ni. Akala, Alawo Akala. Akala, please. Pardon me. Alawo Akala. Ẹ má bínú mi, mo wá tí mò ń pa Àjùmọ̀bí. Akala. Thank you for correcting me. Alawo Akala. So as it is, the decision, I want to believe the wife, the daughter, who is the senior daughter, has taken charge of the family. She has taken charge of the family as the bearer, as the leader of the house, of the family. Now, who is going to contest it with her? Number one. Number two, when something like this happens, and I want to believe those other children are from other women. This is where men make mistake. You have children outside. The one inside will not know. When you go, wahala go start. Now, as it is, they say they go exhume the man body. And I want to believe probably they want to dispose the house so that they can share the proceed. If they don't dispose the house, one thing I always tell people, I was telling somebody, I said, look, the way people will say, bury me inside house, inside this house, now dare make you bury me. He go say, now inside this house, make you bury me. When the man go, purpose is for DNA. Okay, that's why they want to exhume the body. Are they going to put him back inside after exhuming him, inside the same place? Are they going to still bury him inside that house? If it's for DNA, well, are they? So because of DNA, mi ò gbọ́ kíní yẹn tán o, mo ṣáà gbọ́ pọ́n fẹ́ exhume bàbá. Not only exhume, wọ́n tún wọ́n máa ṣe DNA. So it's for purposely for, sorry o, mo sọ fún yín pé èní ìgẹ́ta síbi, make una just, anything I get wrong, just correct me, please. Ẹ dákun. So it's purposely for DNA. Wàhálà dé. So after the DNA, they will now bury him back. Now, who are we to blame? Tọ́n bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, tọ́n bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Are we going to blame the children that want to ascertain that all these people belongs to my father? The man asks, bring all those children, hand them over to the senior children and say, these are my children from other women. A man that knows that he has other children from other women You have the one at home. They don't know about the other one. Even if they know. Abiola today. Shebi they know say their papa get many wife. Go and hear. They no share property till today. 20-something years where Abiola died. Abiola died in, was that not 1990? Kiloku, you know? 98 or 97. Over 25 years now. His property is still there. So, auto kan ṣe DNA because they have to decide, are they truly his children? 1998. No, 93 kan ló kú o. 93 not, ṣé 93 ló kú ni? Ẹ wò mí ò rántí. Mo ṣáà mọ̀ pé 90 something ló kú. Mo ti bí àkọ́bí mi kó tó kú náà. Àbí mo wà nú oyún ni. Yeah, mo ti bí àkọ́bí mi kó tó kú. 98 ló kú. You say they can use any of the siblings' blood for DNA. They don't need to exhume his body. They don't need to exhume his body. How will they use the blood of any of the children? Which of the children? You talk, I want on one lay. What if at the end of the day they do it? None of those children too are his own. When they say make all these men tidy things up, make them tidy things up. When they won't go, they no go answer. Either you ready to go, you don't ready to go. Tidy things up. Tidy up things. Anything can happen at any time. Even person wey get one wife, you have to tidy things up. Or else, anything can happen at any time. Nobody prays for it. There are so many people wey be say, if the man kpai finish, the family go come, take over, the children will suffer. The family are not ready to spend a dime, but they will be struggling over the property for the man. Then me, this idea of burying people in the house, I hate it with passion. I don't know the reason why our people do that thing. Instead, if you can afford to go and buy a vault, go and buy a vault. Akala siblings, not children. Okay, today no mo ṣe ní kẹ́ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ kíní yẹn tẹ́ ní no. Ẹ jẹ́ a gbọ́, ẹ má yí mi lórí. Ẹ jẹ́ a gbọ́. Èèyàn kan tún ní Akala's children, not his siblings, not his children. Akala's brothers and sisters. Ṣé àwọn nọ́mbà wọn du ilé? Báwo ni tí wọ́n ṣe jẹ́? Wait. Àwọn Akala's siblings, nọ́mbà wọn du property bàbá wọn. As what? Ọmọláyọ̀, Dúró Tóyè. The siblings are the ones struggling over the property. Ẹni sùúrù. Somebody said the first one, èwo ni wọ́n sọ, is the first daughter that said to do DNA. That's what Oriyomi said. Mo ti mọ̀ pé wọ́n tó Oriyomi sọ nìyẹn. Ta ló fẹ́ ṣe DNA fún? Oh, she said they can use Akala siblings for DNA test. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Ká gbọ́ for clarification. Okay. No, Aunty correct. They said it's for their late father's siblings that they will use them for DNA. What if the siblings too are not their father's children? They can use the siblings for DNA. How are they sure the siblings too are the father's children? Hello? How are they sure? How are they going to be sure? Or possible now? Kó jẹ́ pé they will go and do DNA and some of those children are not their father's sibling. It's possible. It's a possibility. For that Nigeria, where they change people picking for hospital for person. You can born boy, they will give you girl if you no open your eyes. In those days, you can born girl, they will give you boy. In those days, who they monitor all these hospital people? Nobody. They know they allow anybody enter. So how would they now use them for DNA? Those ones can contest it and say they don't want. The first daughter looks like her father. Nobody is contesting the. If the first daughter looks like their father, the rest in call, all those children, none of them look like him. All the other children, none of them look like the man. Hey, men just dey cause wahala up and down. So how will they do this thing now? 3 years ni mama yẹn kú. Okay, kò tí pẹ́ jù. They can still exhume him. At least his bone will be there. Tí body bá tiẹ̀ ti jẹrà. Wọ́n rí bone ẹ̀ kó jáde. Because if they try to exhume him now, his bone they will meet there. Body ti máa jẹ. Aṣọ tó wọ̀ gan, ikán ti lè máa jẹ. By the time they try to exhume him, wọ́n lè má bá anything kọjá bones ẹ̀ níbẹ̀. You see the problem? He caused it. How can somebody as educated, as enlightened, well exposed, how can he die without a will? With all the property he has, knowing that he has other women outside? Or probably because he knows that he has children outside, he purposely didn't do it. So that when it won't look as if he... Lamide looks like Akala. This is not funny at all. A man of that caliber, a man of that, what am I even saying? Abiola died without a will too. No, they said Abiola left a will, but Kola has refused to allow them read the will up till now. Taban sọ pé ilé olórogún ọgbà wèrè. And it's not about Ile Olorogun alone. No. Rotimi Williams, up till now, the children are still fighting each other. Up till now. Because if be like say that one self, upon saying a lawyer, they say he no do will when he pie. Ẹ̀yin daddy wa, kó àgbàdúrà kú fún yín, ẹ gbọ́, ẹ tọ́, ẹ pẹ́. Ẹ má lọ tán kí wàhálà ṣẹlẹ̀. A lot of women and their children today are suffering, not because their father did not work. Their father left something. They may still see some flesh because they buried him inside the room in that house, not outside that rain will let. Okay. It's about 3 years now, going to 4. They might still see some flesh for real anyway. Even if they don't see flesh, the bone, they can use part of the bone to do the DNA. Because to say they want to use DNA and use sibling, that sibling, that one don't make sense. How can they use the sibling? What if the siblings does not belong to their father, uncle? To their grandfather? It's possible now. Not because the grandma is promiscuous, but because in those days, who is monitoring hospital? Nobody. In those days, who they monitor? When you go to the hospital, they will not allow anybody to follow you. Now only you go there inside. And we know then they exchange children well in those days. It's one of the reasons why there is a lot of DNA problem in marriages. When people were trying to relocate, it's one of the reasons why it was very high. It was on the high side. Not because most of the women are promiscuous. Some of those women too don't even know until they will do DNA and they will become confused. To explain to their husband, say nobody climbed me, will be very difficult. What will it take you? After all, your wife will not be there. Look at Nwanyanwu. Look at how Nwanyanwu settle everything. As they go, this one, give it to so person. No be say he was ready to. This one, give it to this person. This one, give it to this person. In case. He gave everyone and gave it with the condition he wanted. It will do will. It's not a big deal. In fact, me as a woman, there was a time I did it. Àwọn ọmọ mi kéré ńgbà yẹn. Mo dẹ̀ wo wájú mo wẹ̀yìn. Pé what if anything happens? Àwọn ọmọ mi. I was not even up to, I think I was in my early 40s. What was I thinking? I was thinking of my children. That what if anything bá ṣẹlẹ̀? Màá ṣojú kò dàbí ẹni tó máa ṣẹ̀yìn. And I called a lawyer. Mo ní kán jọ kán bá mi draft ẹ̀. They drafted it, they gave it to me to read. The only thing tí mi ò ṣe ni wípé mi ò rántí lọ parí ẹ̀ka sign ẹ̀ tí mo fi relocate. Ó tán. I was about to seal it. They need my signature to seal it and get some recording, voice recording. That was the only thing remaining. Everything was misspelled out. I still saw the document which day, even though it's not valid anymore. My children were young then. I was thinking of them. What if? Even if they cannot monitor things, I was already telling them who and who to monitor things until my first child will be so age and my second daughter will be so age, so that they can take over. I already did the will. So if me as a woman would do that, what's stopping you as a man? It is to secure your investments, secure your children's future. It is just like a man that wants to buy property. And you are saying so that your wife will not carry the property. The wife that has children for you, the wife that will take care of your children, and you say, so that she will not be as if she go and marry another. Now, so women, they quick marry. Now, men, they quick marry when anything happen. So that she not go and marry somebody else. And the person will collect the property. Or so that she will not mismanage the property. Instead, some of you will put your siblings. At the end of the day, your children go see Shege Pro Max. The children that you want to give the best, they will now see Shege Pro Max. The life I gave my children, if their father had messed up, I will not be able to give it to them. Number one, we had a roof over our head. We were not paying rent. That really helped. We didn't. When he died, nobody knew it was going to happen because he was too young. Nobody thought of it. Nobody will ever imagine it. So there was no will. But one thing he did was that everything was in our names, both our names, first name and second name. And he trusted me. Some days to go, he still told me, I didn't even know he was going then. You know, that's why I believe, he said, when person won't go, then they know, but they can never say it out. The man was telling me, he called me by my pet's name, where they call me, say, I thank you for everything. I love you and I will always love you. And he was saying, I want to thank you for everything, this and that. When you can't talk something, I say, are you relocating? Is your job taking you out of Lagos? He said, no. I said, but you are talking as if your job wants to take you out of Lagos. And 5 days after, like play, by September, it will be 20 years. How old were those children? Imagine if you are told family and say, I'm handing this over to family members, so I'll go and be begging them. What if they ask me to leave the house? And say the house does not belong to him. But he put his children ahead of everybody. And I remember he said, wherever I am, I know you are going to take care of these children. Yesterday, I was thinking of it. I said, ibi tó bá yẹ pé òkun wẹ̀yìn wò, ibi tó ọmọkùnrin bá wá ṣàdúrà fún mi. Dreams tó fẹ́ fáwọn ọmọ ẹ̀, mo actualize ẹ̀ kọjá bó ṣe lérò. But it was not, It's one of the reasons that made it very easy was because we were not paying rent. Ìyẹn kọ́kọ́ kúrò inú problem wa. Imagine if I have to be paying rent. I know people who lost their husband. Ní time tí tèmi náà ṣẹlẹ̀. I know what they went through. Yeah, by September it will be 20 years. Less than 3 months now. It will be 20 years. Those children, they were just babies then, babies. One of them, ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fọyàn lẹ̀ kò pẹ́. Lọ́rọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀. Bí ṣe so how I survive it, I don't know. Nobody prays for it. But ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi, ẹ máa gbọ́, ẹ máa tọ́. You will know ẹ ní fi ọjọ́ ọlọ́jọ́ lọ. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ lẹ máa jẹ́. Even at that, your wife does not have to know if you don't want her to know. She doesn't have to. Because I know what some people think. Some men, especially men that has problem with their wives, they would think, eléyìí mama ó lè pa mí because of it. So it's understandable if you have problem with your wives. She doesn't have to know. Oh, ní that is sọ fún pé ó ṣe wíìlì kankan. It's between you and your lawyer. Is to tidy things up in case nobody prays for it. But it's happening. Ní ẹ̀yìn tèmi, àìmọye tí mo mọ̀ tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. Why tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ kò yé anybody. Ara àwọn tí wọ́n wá bẹ̀rì ẹ̀, tó wá bẹ̀rì tèmi, wọ́n ti lọ. I was looking at some pictures, some of our old pictures. I wanted to sort those pictures out. I'm trying to make some album for my children so I can give them each a copy of their growing up. There was some of the pictures I saw. In fact, out of those pictures, I can remember vividly. Èèyàn márùn ló ti kú nínú picture yẹn. Èèyàn márùn ọkùnrin dẹ̀ ni wọ́n. Why torí bẹ́ẹ̀ kò yé mi. Èèyàn márùn àjọ wà ń party ni we were all at the party nínú picture yẹn. Tájọ ń jó. Mo wo picture yẹn báyìí mo ní what is this life ke? What is this life gongogogo kí la wá ṣe? What are we doing in this life? Ká bímọ ká kú ká máa lọ. And that's the end. Because that's the end. Ká bímọ, ká ṣe wàhálà, ká ṣe wàhálà, ká ṣe wàhálà, and that is the end. I say, what is this life? What is this life gangan? On that, ibi tí mo jókòó sí njọ́ náà ni mo wo picture yẹn báyìí. Ó rẹ̀ mí sílẹ̀ mo kàn wò báyìí pé kí ni essence life for you for crying out loud? What's the big deal about coming to this life?